Welcome back. So, as continued from last week, I'm now playing Roosty. He breaks off. That yellow ball just goes past the centre, so he points to it. All good. I was actually looking at taking that red down the bottom and actually going in to sort of the reds and yellows and the black ball, sort of opening everything up. But if I hit it a bit wrong, I could actually go past it, maybe going off or something. And I thought, you know what, I might actually just lay up here and just wait for a better opportunity. And thinking about it, like I really wanted to take it. I got down, I'm thinking, I probably shouldn't do it here. Or should I? I'm not sure. If the red was actually closer to the pocket, I may have done it because I could hit it thinner and then go into the pack. But I decided to play safe, as you see there, and just wait for a better opportunity. So an opportunity presents itself, and I'm looking at that red again, thinking, okay, I could probably hit it thin and go into either the red on the right, and it might flick into the red and the black and the yellows, or I could go directly into them. So I got down and gave it a bit of a crack, and just sort of tried to make something happen. And it wasn't great, but I did land on that red down the bottom left here, and I can just knock this in and open everything up. And then you can see the frame starting to open up, but I still had two now dodgy reds bottom left. So I thought, you know what, play this red bottom right, come off two rails, and if I can sort of get around that area where I'm pointing at, I can probably then knock in those reds from there, but I just needed to see how this goes. So I gave it a bit of a go and actually rolled a little bit too far. So I was in a bit of trouble here now, because now Roosty can actually pot out from here. So I thought I need to put him under the pump a little bit. What can I do? I have a dodgy red. I've actually got two of them, but this one's my main one. So if I can actually get this one sort of out the way, maybe over near the pocket, and get a good white, then I'm a chance to sort of maybe get another visit. So there's the red, and there's the semi-good white. And I was sort of happy with that. Has a crack at the yellow, misses it, allows me back in. I don't have too many more chances because I know eventually Phil's going to actually just knock these balls in. So I need to actually try and win the frame as quick as I can. If I stuff around too much in Premier Division, as we all know, you're just going to lose, no matter what player it is. Everyone's good enough. So I take the long one, miss it by a mile. You can sort of see what I was trying to do, just get in amongst those two other reds. Again, no practice. Does let me down, but I should be getting my table hopefully in the next week. And then things should change. Phil plays a nice little changeover shot there. Just didn't get far enough. He wanted to obviously snooker me on that red, but didn't. So again, another opportunity here. If I can knock this long red in, hold, I can play the bottom red and then go up the table for that last one. So here we go. Opportunity arises. Let's give it a go. Stay down on the shot. So knock it in, and now I can just want to come up the table, roughly where the blue spot is on a snooker table. And I did. That bump on the yellow was nice. Even if it went past it, I wasn't too worried. So now I just need to try and come down either side of the table, but obviously I want to come down the left-hand side of the table and have a shot on that 8 ball. So it seemed like an easy shot, but when I got down, it seemed also tricky as well. I didn't have much angle to play with. I sort of had to force it. You can see where I got my cue there. That's the sort of line. I'm pointing where I can sort of land. There's my range there. anywhere in that area, even if I bump into that yellow that's on the rail, I'm good. So yeah, that's my target. Let's give it a go. Yeah, got that completely wrong. So I needed more side, and I needed to play it maybe with a little bit more power to come off that top rail. So yeah, I'm in big trouble here. I think I'm going to have to go for broke here. Play this into the centre pocket. If I miss it, it may go dead. So centre pocket, I have a crack, miss it, and it sort of lays up near the other end of the table. But I wasn't happy with that. But at the end of the day, it put some pressure on my opponent, having the 8 ball over the pocket there. So yeah, but I thought, honestly, I'm in big trouble here. So he's going about knocking these balls in quite nicely. And I think, okay, yep, it's all over. He plays this beautifully. And now he's got to run in this yellow and then literally roll the other yellow down the bottom corner. And it's all over. But for some reason, he actually tries to knock it in hard and then, I think, come down this end of the table. I thought he had enough angle. He could literally just roll that first yellow in and then just roll the last yellow. So I got away with one there. Thanks, Roosty. And yeah, very, very lucky. All right, this one I'm playing Dan. Not a bad break, not great, but no ball in. Actually thought I got one for a sec, but nothing in. So yeah, down at the table. So straight away, down on the yellows. Yellows look to be the better balls anyway. Goes for a little dismount. If he hit it obviously a little bit thicker, it'd be on the yellow. But straight away, actually, now he's going to have to go back for it. So he's still got options here. That yellow near the red goes straight down bottom right-hand corner. I'm not sure if he's going to be hampered, but yeah, anyway, I'm just obviously hoping for a chance because these yellows do look pretty good. So a little bit of a stab jab at that. Hence why he missed it, and he's trying to get back for the other yellow. So anyway, I'm just happy again to be at the table. Now red's a little bit of work to do. So looking around at the table, I can't really play safe. There's a yellow at the top of the table, yellow's down the bottom. So I'm like, okay, I can just nick that red in. So I try and do it. But unfortunately, it actually rolls off a little bit. So all good there. I had to go for it, and I had to play it that soft. So all good. Yeah, so Dan's back at the table. Actually, leave him on this yellow, this starter, which is very, very helpful for him, and it gets him on the other dead ball as well. So I'm thinking to myself, actually in a bit of trouble here. So I'd probably roll the yellow down, roll this yellow, pot the yellow, and actually roll forward, pretty much where he is now. Probably a little bit lower than that, then play one of these yellows and go up the table. Could even stun into that red that's on the side of the rail at the top right. But he actually decides to pot this. Oh, no, I actually thought he was going to screw back. But no, he actually plays not a bad shot there. It did stay over the pocket. Obviously, he wanted it in. But I think, yeah, again, just happy to be at the table. So got to try and work my way into this frame now. Those two reds down the bottom right. Obviously, the one near the yellow goes, but the one near the black is going to be the issue for me. So, yeah, and again, like I said, I wasn't really thinking that well tonight. I thought I just wanted to get down and play a little bit quick and pot some balls and go from there. So anyway, I'm trying to make the extraction here, screw off the yellow, and I get that. I open up the red. It still lands in a bit of a dodgy spot, so I have to go back down for that one later. But anyway, I see a good opportunity here to dismount that red on the rail. So trying to solve one problem and then solve another, and it doesn't actually go to plan. So had a good angle here, to actually go down for that red. So I have to take it. And again, I'm sort of just making stuff up now as we go. So now I'm on this dodgy red. I know I can play this and just go up the table somewhere in the center and then play the other red into the other center. So this was actually probably my hardest shot. And I got it. And again, a little bit too far. So I thought, you know what? If I roll it in, I can play a double. I want to play the double in the center pocket, but I'm going to end up rolling too far. So I committed to rolling the red in and actually playing the double into the corner pocket and screwing down for the 8-ball. So all a little bit low percentage, but I was just happy to get to the table, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually just going to have a bit of a crack here and sort of just make it up on the fly, and that's what I'm doing. So sometimes you got to do that. You can't always make perfect outs, and I'm thinking here, do I actually just roll this in, or do I like screw back? And I need to screw back, so I give it a crack. Looks good, and I'm like, oh no, I almost snooked myself there, and actually it landed Chinese. So this shot actually looks quite easy in a way, but I could hardly see the white, and I'm bridging over the yellow, and I'm thinking, anyway, I'm happy to be on the 8-ball, but I didn't like the shot. Yep, and I missed it. I couldn't play it any harder than that. I just had to concentrate on trying to, hit the black close as I can to the pocket and go from there. So anyway, that was my chance and I blew it. So I don't mind this shot here, but he landed a bit straight. So I probably would have taken the one over the pocket and went up the table. He's decided to roll this one in, but missed it. I would have possibly left that one there. Or you could knock that one in and then play the bottom left and then go up the table for the top one and then use that other yellow that's in the middle of the table as the last ball. But anyway, I'm thinking, oh, wow, this is definitely my last visit. What do? I thought, okay, if I try and have a go, if I lay up, if I have a go and I miss, I'm going to leave him on. So I thought just rolling it to the rail like that, give myself a small chance that, okay, if he does get onto the black, he may miss it. So, yeah, I just had, again, just wait to see what happens. But he plays the yellow on a yellow. The right shot, unfortunately, he, just didn't make it. So, yeah, again, happy to be back at the table. And I'm like, okay, now is your chance to just knock this in now. You have to take it. You know, if I miss this one, then I know it's definitely game over. But again, just grateful to have another chance. But that was definitely a good opportunity to kill the 8-ball and give myself that chance. If I rolled that 8-ball up and sat over the pocket, maybe he plays it differently. So who knows? So last game of the night, I happened to actually play all 6 frames on this table. So that's why you saw 3 from last week and 3 this week. So last game, playing against Timmy. And the balls, man, they broke very, very nicely. So obviously there was an issue down the bottom or top right-hand corner of your screen there that someone would have to have solved if they're going to go reds or yellows. So, I just got to wait to see what Tim does and go from there. So he knocks in this red, goes up the table a little bit, lands a little bit dodgy on this red in the centre, but if I was Tim, I'd probably want to deal with those 3 reds or something quite early in this frame. I don't want to leave them to last. So only the reason why I say that, if I start knocking in all these reds down the bottom and then go up there and something happens, then my opponent's got a lot of areas they can hide in. So you're sort of getting rid of your soldiers that you could use now. This is probably a blessing in disguise for him, keeping those reds on the table in a way. So now I'm looking at the table and I'm thinking, okay, I pot this yellow and now I just want to land nicely on this yellow where I can play into the red and knock my other yellow in, and then try and control the white so I'm on another yellow. So I knocked this in with a bit of pace. Hopefully the yellows land out in the open. They did. I was happy with that. And now it's gone right in a way, and I've got my soldiers down this end of the table to actually land on now. So I just want to pot this bottom right, screw off the red, and then come down the table. And I had to hit this nice and sweet to actually try and get it past the center pocket. So all I'm trying to do is actually get it sort of on the blue spot or a little bit further down, and just have to concentrate on the pot, bottom right, into the red. And then, yeah, I hit it pretty good, too good actually. And I didn't realise I was going to come off the rail like I did. And yeah, ended up in no man's land. So just a safety it is now. So the shot I'm trying to play here is just hit just above the red with bottom, hit that yellow, maybe knock it in the centre, but I want the white ball to come back down this end of the table where my hand is, just in case it misses. But I hit it too fat and I end up sticking the white up and giving him an easy opener. So I wanted to hit that yellow a little bit thinner, so the yellow did actually come back down the table towards where I was queuing. So it was a bit of a shot to nothing in a way, but I played it bad and allowed him, an easy red. So you can see tonight I have made a lot of mistakes, but I've just been fortunate to actually get back to the table. And sometimes it happens and you get back and you win, and sometimes you don't. So that's 8 ball, I guess. He plays a nice shot there, screws up the table. Very, very nice. So now I'm thinking, oh, God, that was actually a really good shot. If he just rolls this one in, there's more angle than what it looks. But if he knocks it in, he might just, again, land in the middle of the table somewhere, and then he's a chance to actually knock one of those reds in and open up the others. So a little bit of work to do, but he's definitely a chance to actually make this out. So again, the pool gods are on my side tonight. Unfortunately, Timmy misses that red, and now I'm a chance to actually go game. So I want to try and pot this yellow. Where my cue is there, I want to try and pass that line so I can play the yellow that's under the 8 ball. So I just need to pot that yellow near the centre pocket and find a way to come past that line that I was showing you then. And if I do, then I can actually knock that yellow in bottom right and then bottom left, and it's just game over. And as you can see, it runs too far. So now I'm actually in big trouble. But I did spot, if I cut that yellow in, see where I'm aiming now, I can come off the cushion and knock that red away, and the white ball will hold for the other yellow. So I saw that straight away, and I'm like, you know what, that's the shot, because if I play the bottom left yellow and come around, I could snooker myself. But I think this is pretty fat. Just hit the yellow in, come off the rail and hit the red, and the white should stop. And it does that exactly. So that was all planned. But obviously I landed in that spot to begin with. A bit fortunate, but sometimes you've got to spot these things. So here I'm actually trying to screw back into the black, and if I miss it, I'm still on the black. I managed to hit it nicely. I screwed it in the black, and it all worked out for me. So anyway, that's another night done and dusted. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in, and I really appreciate all the support as always. And hopefully I'll have my table soon, and I will see you guys on the next one.